Now to the weather in the tropics, where Hurricane Fiona is a Category 3 storm after spending the last few days battering the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico. The island is still recovering from a storm that hit half a decade ago. In a moment, we'll talk with a Western New Yorker about what he's seeing on the island right now. First, though, the latest on the ground from Gabe Gutierrez.
Hurricane Fiona is intensifying as it slams into Turks and Caicos after leaving a trail of destruction in the Dominican Republic and here in Puerto Rico. This is one of the neighborhoods in the southern part of the island that has downed trees, downed power lines, and no running water. The governor says that more than 2,000 people were in emergency shelters. More than 1,000 people had to be rescued from neighborhoods like this one. Yesterday, we spoke with residents here who told us how they had to race out of their homes, picked up by municipal officials when the floodwaters raced in.
We were very concerned. We came this morning to check, and some of the things were moved and destroyed, so we moved them inside, and we are hoping that that was the worst of it.
This is the most rain Puerto Rico has seen in this neighborhood, the most they've ever seen, even more than Hurricane Maria, which, by the way, hit Puerto Rico exactly 5 years ago today.
Still no water and no power and no internet.
Any information as to when that may be fixed?
We don't have a way of getting information because we don't have TV, radio, internet, nothing works. So actually, my mother from the United States called me and then I'm asking her for update.
The governor says that he hopes that power will be restored in the coming days, not months like it was during Hurricane Maria, but still there are many questions here in Puerto Rico about how long the power will be out and how long before water is restored. About 2/3 of this island are still without running water. Back to you.
Gabe Gutierrez in Puerto Rico. Gabe, thank you. Chito Olivencia is a leader in Buffalo's prominent Puerto Rican community and was actually on the island as the storm hit. He's still there now and joining us live by phone. I know, sir, that you weren't in the hardest hit areas, but what should our viewers here in Buffalo know about the worst of the damage there on the island?
The worst of the damage really is bad, very bad. I feel bad for the people up in Ponce and Salinas and Callaway and up towards San Juan. They got it from Saturday on. We got the end Sunday at 3 until last night, and it was hard enough. We still got no power unless if you got a generator, and people, and I was looking at other people coming back. I'm lucky enough to have running water from the hills, fresh, clean water, and it's costing people doing hurricanes come and pick it up in buckets and take it home, and they've been lining up all day just picking up water. But I feel bad for everyone. I guess we could say we were a little lucky. We got it towards the end.
Yeah, I've got about a minute left. I know that you have already seen some support from New York State and also from Western New York. But what more should people who are watching right now and obviously want to help because we have such strong ties to Puerto Rico, what should people know about how to help?
Well, first of all, let me thank all of the Western New York. Thank you, Channel 2, for carrying this throughout, Erie County and the suburbs and everything. And the government over there, Kathy Hoco and everyone, for the support they're giving. But I think what they're going to need more is money than anything, because that's the only way to really fix everything that needs to be fixed. The trees that are down, the poles, they'll just go right back up again,
Yeah, it's going to be a long recovery once again for an island that's been through so much over the past few years. Thank you to Chito Olivencia for giving us the scene there in Puerto Rico. I know it's very difficult right now with communications, so thank you for joining us by phone, sir. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me on. Hello to everybody, and thank you to the Buffalo Bills. They did a great job.
They certainly did. Chito, be safe as you travel back as well. And more from Dave McKinley on Hurricane Fiona coming up next at 6.